Welcome back to Sara Gonzales Unfiltered. So, President Trump is, of course, cleaning up Joe Biden and Kaklin Kamala's mess with all of the dangerous illegals that they allowed in the country. They literally just opened the gates in some cases, opened the floodgates to allow these illegals right on into our country. And so President Trump has done I don't envy him in having to figure out how the hell you're going to tackle getting 20 million illegals out. And that, by the way, they say 11 million. They've said 11 million for decades now. I believe that it's probably closer to 20 million who came in under Joe Biden, and that is a conservative estimate. That's not even counting all of the illegals who have been here prior to that. And so I don't envy him. I think that he's doing probably the best that he can with his plan to have the biggest deportation program in United States history. But I don't want us to lose sight of the legal immigration system, which is totally and completely broken. And they really need to look at tightening this up, because what it's doing is it's allowing sleeper agents to just walk right into our country. They get here legally the first way that they do, and they're still able to be here in order to carry out dangerous attacks. Now, I saw this come across my social media feed. I didn't see it anywhere on mainstream media. So if it did, I missed it. But I didn't see it anywhere. There was an unhinged foreign master's student who allegedly stabbed two teens with a fork and slapped a passenger on a Chicago flight to Germany. So this is the alleged attacker, Praneeth Usiripali.
Nailed it.
Yes, I got it.
That's it. Got it.
Usiripali. Got it. Police say that this is what they say. He just stood up and started randomly stabbing two 17-year-olds. One of them was sleeping, and he's like, yeah, I woke up to this random Indian guy stabbing me in the head with a metal fork, or in the shoulder. That was kind of weird. I don't know why. I was just trying to get some shut-eye on my flight to Germany. He stabbed another teen in the back of the head. But the guy came to the United States legally on a student visa, and then he overstayed. So it's legal at first until it's not, and then he becomes a dangerous criminal and dangerous to our country. This isn't the first example of similar attacks. If you guys recall, Boulder, Colorado, there was a man throwing Molotov cocktails at protesters. One person was killed. 5 other people were injured. I don't know why does he have to do it with no shirt on?
You can't catch your shirt on fire.
Well, I get, and then you just catch your skin on fire instead? Was that a pride flag behind him?
They're smart, but I mean, it is Colorado, so probably.
It's a pride flag? Yeah.
Oh,
there
yeah.
it is. There it is.
Well, that's not, yeah, well, yeah.
Sorry, the transgender flag. That was very non-inclusive of me. So this guy is Mohammed Soliman. He came in on a visa in 2023, but you guys are going to be shocked to hear this. He overstayed. He came in and he overstayed until he decided to just be a total nut job criminal. How about this one? Egyptian man charged in Boston rabbi stabbing. Overstayed student visa, was in the United States illegally. By the way, I wonder why it was a rabbi that he chose. Gunman who killed 3 daughters in Sacramento church was in U.S. illegally after overstaying his visa. I mean, I could just keep going, but I think that you get the point. And by the way, we should have learned, about 24 years ago, that this is a thing that we should be looking at. All 19 9/11 hijackers arrived in the United States on tourist, business, or student visas. 4 had overstayed their visas. We've had all this time to look into how we can fix this system so we are not just legally letting criminals into our country to overstay and commit crime. I mean, what? I understand 1, 2, just like minor infractions slipping through the cracks. Surely that's not this. This is a much more systemic problem with our visa system. If we are allowing this many people to come in that turn out to be, this isn't a speeding ticket. These are crimes that are life and death. The difference between life and death for American citizens. Clearly, our vetting process is flawed. Now, again, I want to believe that the Trump administration, President Trump, is doing a swell job, I guess, following up on people who overstay. But why? Like, what are we doing to change the vetting process? That's what I want to know. And I'm not trying to be, an alarmist. Just saying everyone who comes into the country is going to carry out a terror attack. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying it's just a good idea to figure out how we can fix this very broken system in every single way. But like, we can do it all at once. Let's do it all at once. Because it's not just the suicide bombers or the men coming here on visas who are flying planes into buildings. It's also, as we've talked about, the commercial driver's licenses. California, New York, they're handing out commercial driver's license to people who are here illegally and who don't speak English. So I can imagine that system's dude. Like, sorry, control room. I had like a couple days where I didn't say anything bad, right? Have I?
I'm not going to go that far.
Oh, it's been 0.
But you've had it a lot of segments.
0 days.
You've had a lot of A blocks.
Since Sarah used
We should do that.
the F word again.
We should do that.
We really should.
Yeah, we should put it up over there. Trump should hold it.
We're so totally screwed on that. What are we doing other than waiting for these crashes to happen and then being like, you guys are going to be shocked to hear this. It was another illegal with a CDL who doesn't speak English. Like, it's just crazy. Let me just let's go ahead and play a clip that kind of exemplifies this.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm good.
Why are you parked here?
Yeah, I parked 3 hours.
Why did you park here?
No English.
Do you understand English? You do? Why did you park here? No good. Is there anybody else in the truck?
My company.
Your company. Okay, you don't understand English.
Nope.
What's that sign mean?
35?
What is that sign? Number 35. What is this sign?
Oh, 2 people. Maybe girl. Maybe woman.
What does it mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah. What does that sign mean?
Yeah, 2 people.
2 people doing what?
Walk.
They're walking?
Yeah, 2 people are walking.
Where?
I don't know where.
You don't know where?
Ha 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 ha. That is every Asian delivery driver I've ever had. Probably we should just stick to that. Like, he can deliver my food and we can laugh about ha 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 fly lice and not laugh about him being given the keys to a deadly killing machine and not being able to read street signs and speak English. Like, can we just do that actually? And then don't forget about the one who didn't understand the signs in Florida, who pulled that U-turn and just did not even kind of has a smirk on his face about it. I'd still like to know where have we looked into who he associated with? Because that whole thing stinks. And so when you look at this from the top of the bleachers, you look at the illegal immigration problem from the top of the bleachers as like a broken system, but with all different parts, all different aspects to it that are all broken. There's also the cultural aspect, because what do you think happens when we are importing not only the third world? You import the third world, you become the third world, but you're importing all of these people with all of these radical views that are antithetical to this country. Well, the ones who don't overstay their visas actually can just go on to become naturalized citizens, and then they start electing people who have their similar values, which we're seeing play out in New York City, where Zoran Mamdani, that's how I'm going to call it from now on, is on the verge of being the mayor of New York City. And don't forget, that is in large part due to the fact that he is most popular with foreign-born New Yorkers, even though the people who are from here don't prefer him, as it turns out. But now the foreign-born voters are leading the way and leading the charge and changing the fabric of a city that used to represent this entire country globally. Or, let me do you one better. Minneapolis, where Omar Fateh is about to be elected mayor, and he's holding these rallies, and like they're barely speaking any English. They're speaking another language, and also like very, very clear that their interests are more in Somalia than in the United States.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Somalia. Somalia. Hiran State.
This is so...
Early voting hadda illa November 4. I need your vote. I need you.
Banish him back to the Tom Hanks movie that he came from, please.
Hello. We're gonna win.
I heard like 3 English words there. That was like 3 English words. How is that possible? Like, I honestly don't get it. I really don't. I'm going to ask later on. I want to ask actually one person in particular on my panel. How is it possible that you have someone who leaves a country and cares more about that country than the country that they went to? Like, Somalia is a shithole, dude. Why are you still interested in that? I cannot for the life of me comprehend it. And I understand I'm just this privileged American. I've always lived here. Maybe I'm overlooking something, but it's like, if your shithole country was so bad and you decided to come here because it was such a shithole, I don't know what allegiance you would possibly have to that country, but it should be absolutely disqualifying for you to say out loud that you hold some sort of interest in another country if you're running for office here. For the life of me, I can't understand. Like, we're doing it to ourselves at a certain point. We are doing this. All of this does not have to be this way. We are literally doing it to ourselves by allowing it. It's totally insane. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.